This is the Dufour 37. This is a nice, family-friendly sailboat. A sort of thing that you can manage single-handed. Sort of thing you can take off to your family or your friends. Just a nice, manageable size, really. Now, this is very much the current Dufour style, is to actually bring the beam well aft rather than tapering it right back as they always used to do. And what that does gives you a tremendous amount of space in the cockpit and back here. Also make the boat a little bit more stable, which people like. A lot of people now not want to do the big heeling thing quite so much. So with the wider boat, it just sits a little bit more stable in the water. We've got the drop transom here to make that into a little bathing platform. You've got a ladder there as well, as you can see, that obviously gets you into the water, and there's space down in there then for a life raft. Underneath here is a pretty decent sized lazarette. Check this out. There we go. That goes in across there. There we go. And that's got a little catch so that you don't drop it accidentally. You have to manually put that into place and bring that one back down like so. There we are. These are seats that drop down here. Very simply. And the other thing that we've got back here is this, which is, hang on, it's easier with two hands, there we go. Little wet bar area on the transom there. Very nice. And this one on this side is gas bottle storage. There we go. Manual bilge pump here. And then the twin helms, like so. The idea of these being that when you're sailing and the wind is, for example, coming from this direction, pushing the sails that way and heeling the boat like that, then you get a much better visibility on this side because you're a bit higher up and you're looking past the sails that are down there. When you tack, of course, it's the other way around. So you've got a console here and a console on the other side. We've got the multifunction display here and the instrumentation and the compass. This one then also adds on throttle control down here and bow thruster control. So when you're manoeuvring the boat, this is where you'd be. Autopilot on here as well. Let's take a look inside first of all, and then we'll come up and work our way around the deck. That's the best thing to do. So we've got washboards that drop into here, and then this one slides across to meet it to close the cabin up. And you've got different options on wood. This is the slightly darker wood. There is a light oak option as well. Just depends what you want. There we go. There's a couple of options down here which I will explain to you. But I'll take you up to the bow first of all, and we'll work our way back. Again, what we're seeing on these modern boats now is, as well as the windows in the coach roof, we've also got them down here and down here. This is really nice because when you're sat here, you've got windows right next to you. You've got the view out of the boat. Just makes it feel a bit nicer. But there's also a lot of light into here. If you look up here, you can see we've got a lot of skylights. There's a hatch there as well. Very nice. Let's head right on forward. We've got owner's cabin here with the bed that you can walk right around. Of course, you've got the double doors here then that close across like this. You can in fact get infills to go into here. So if you want a wider bed, it can be done, but you lose the sort of walk around bit a little bit then. Shelving on this side. And again, the skylights, the opening hatch overhead, and this side has got hanging locker. There we go. But again, you're feeling that beam. You know, the widest point of the boat is usually about here, and then it starts to taper. This doesn't, this just goes straight back, and it does give you a lot of space in here. You can have an infill for this. It's actually an inflatable one, which I've not seen done before, so it fits in place there and then inflates, and that creates a bed here if it's needed. These have got leaves that lift up, so you can make that a lot bigger for dining. Storage, of course, then in places like this along here. You can see it on the other side as well. A little bit of storage in there for bottles. And talking of bottles, come and check this out. I like this. This is the wine cellar. There we go, look at that. So that's your bottles in there. Fantastic. Now on this side, what we've got, well, first of all, there's a big storage area here. Really, really big storage area. Like so. And then the heads is here as well. That's back in here, as you can see. There we go. Shower in there as well, of course. And that takes you through to, there's a massive locker under the seat on that side. It gives you access from the cockpit, conventionally, but also from here as well. And then over on this side is the galley. So we've got sink at this end. Underneath here, we've got the 2-burner gas hob and the oven. And then there's a pretty big fridge in underneath here, top loader. And that piece comes up and goes across to increase your work surface there if you want it. And again, more storage then. About a place like this. There we go. And then there's another cabin back here. Double bed. Bit of storage about the place. Very good. Now the other layout option is, if you imagine this, exactly the same, door here of course, on this side, so you lose that deep locker because that then extends back underneath it, and then this whole heads compartment moves forward, you lose this storage area here, heads fits in there, and then that has a door very similar on that side into there. So the heads is roughly the same size, perhaps a little bit smaller I think, and but you get the 2 cabins then at the back. It just depends what you want. As ever, there's always a degree of compromise. Volvo Penta diesel engine lives under the steps just here. I think I'm right in saying 30 horsepower for that one, but that is just really an auxiliary. Obviously it is a sailing boat. The idea is to go out and sail. So that's really a get you in and out of harbour, but obviously it's powerful enough that if you are becalmed, clearly you can motor. There we go. Let's come out of here. Let's all wander around the deck. Again, you're feeling that width because these normally taper inwards. These don't. These carry on out. Give you a load of space here. We've got the leaves that lift up either side to make that much larger. All the lines are leading aft, so you can see back here how everything comes back under the coach roof. Here and here. And you've got the winches on top there as well, and the spray hood, of course, as you've no doubt spotted. If we come around here then, there's access to be able to walk straight up onto here, and then you can come right on around like this. This has got slab reefing. You can have in-mast furling if you prefer, and it also has, of course, the roller furling for the foresail up there on the front, and you can have a self-tacking jib if you want, which is what that little chap there is for. There we go. You can see these hatches now that we saw on the inside that were giving so much light. Fantastic. Let's come right up to the bow. Electric anchor winch up on the bow. You can see the buttons for it either side, and a little bowsprit with the anchor underneath it. And if we spin right on round, that's how the rig looks. Superb. And that, my friends, is about it. It's a compact boat. It's a nice family boat. Makes a lot of sense to some people, that one would. I'm going to say massive thanks to Universal Yachting for organising that tour, and I'm going to say massive thanks to you guys for watching it. Let me know what you think of that, and we'll catch you on one of these real soon. Take care. Bye-bye.